Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to another Monday Madness Imagine That. For today's project, I am going to make you another card using some nugget, these little candies right here. My favorite candies in the whole world, well, one of them at least. Anyways, I remember I said I've had tons of those left over from Halloween because I bought so many of them. So anyways, I'm going to do another card with that, okay? And I'm going to be using, of course, my favorite cartridge right now, which is Art Philosophy. What I did was I just went to the card feature and grabbed this card, and I liked it because it was up and down. It's like a long card, and the size of it is, all I did was kind of use my little hourglass right here and just went up and down. So this size ended up being 5.82. But if you're doing this in your regular Cricut with no gypsy, you could do it 5.75, okay? And then also if you are doing the same, for example, if you're doing this in your Cricut, you don't have a gypsy, so you don't have no way of like welding in the center to have any cutouts. Like for example, these were my cutouts, okay? All you would have to do is put it on your card, trace it, and then manually cut it out with your little X-Acto knife, however you want it. If you really want this to do something like this and you do not own a gypsy, that's another way you could do it as well, okay? So what I did was I just got that right there, the card feature, and then I got this little shape that was also on here, and what I did was I turned off this link, okay, and I had turned on my real dial size, and I made sure the width was 1.50 across and 1.15 up and down, okay? So anyways, what I need to do is I want to do another, I'm just going to kind of put this aside just for right now because I am going to need 3 of those. But for right now, before I do that, I want the layer that goes on top of there. So I'm just going to go back here, and the layer I want that looks exactly like that card is this one up here. It's the 5th one across on the top row. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to my Advanced tab, click on, I call it the turnaround feature, and then I'm just going to turn it around just like so. And I'm going to bring it up here, and then I'm just going to use my hourglass again to just go ahead and just make it bigger so it could fit in there. But it looks like it's not going to fit in there perfectly. So what I need to do is turn off my link, okay, and I'm going to make sure, since I turn it around, this is considered the width, so I'm going to make sure the width is maybe, let's do 5.65. Let's just see how that works. Okay, you know what, actually I think that might work. Let me see. Oh yeah, actually, you know what, that will work perfectly. Okay, so 5.65, and let me make it a little bit wider. Let's do 2.65 for the width. There we go, perfect. So I have the inside 2.65 by 5.65, okay? So now what I want to do is I'm going to grab 3 of these. So let me go to my Advanced tab and click on copy 2 times, okay? So I'm just going to kind of line it up here. I want 3. This is going to be a 3 nugget holder here, okay? Because like I said, I want to get rid of these. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure they're in a straight line, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of line it, put it right on top of the other one, and make sure it is lined up. It is like layered on top of there perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead and just bring it down here, because I know they'll be like lined up straight, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing with this guy right here. And go ahead and just kind of place this right on top of the other one. And I know a lot of people use the little XY feature to make sure it's lined up, but this is easier for me. Okay, so, oopsie. Now it's lined up perfectly, so I'm just going to bring that one down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to weld that together. So I'm going to weld those items together. So let me go back to my basic and click on my weld feature. And I'm just going to make sure that is welded together. So I'm going to click on my Advanced, click on Weld, and I'm going to eyeball it. And I'm going to make sure it's perfect, okay? Oops. It works. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that over there. Okay. So now what I want to do, before I bring this over here, let me undo that move. I'm going to keep it there. Okay. Only because, let me make sure I still have it perfectly lined up in the center. Yes, I do. Only because what I want to do now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. What I want to do is copy that. So I'm going to get into advanced, click on my copy feature, then I'm going to scooch this on over here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and then I'm going to ungroup this. Okay. This is the way I know my layer holes here are going to be perfect with my layer holes onto my card. Okay. So I want to go over here and I'm going to ungroup that section that I just did, which is clicking that one right there, this bottom one underneath the grouping feature. Then I'm going to try and click on that, which will be this part, and I'm going to click on that and I'm going to delete that. Okay. So this way I didn't have to move any of the squares at all. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and group all of this together. Now you don't have to group it together. The only reason, because if you have images in the inside, it's automatically going to cut out, but you won't be able to move it around your page. I like to move mine around my page, so I always weld it. So group it all together. So I'm going to click on my group feature, click on here, and then the inner three, and then weld it together and click on my eyeball feature, and it's all welded together perfectly. So now if I want to move it all around, now my squares won't move with it. Okay, so that's about it. And then when you do this, this is going to go ahead and just layer perfectly right on top of there. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how I put this together. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you the two cartridges I used from the Imagine. I used the Enjoy the Seasons, and I went ahead and I used, let's see, this is really pretty one. This is like has little snowflakes in the background. I used that, and I also used the Snow Angel cartridge, and I used this background paper right there. So I just went ahead and I just took my 12 by 12 paper and I just printed on. I didn't do the print the whole page. I just did fit to page. But it does have that feature to print the entire thing. But I just did fit to page. This is what I did right here. Isn't this pretty? And then what I did was I got my handy dandy labels. I swear this is the most inexpensive, cute present you could ever make. It's so super duper cute. These are just the address labels. 30 come on a page. And these are just sold at any office supply stores. Okay. And I already did 2 already. But as you could see, when you put it in the Imagine, set your paper at the 8.5 by 11 size. And then if you do like fit to page on this, you're just going to do like the square feature that's built in the machine already and click on your pattern. But isn't that pretty? So duper, super duper cute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do before we get to the card portion, I'm going to go ahead and just print on here really quick. Okay, so I used 2 stamps. Okay, I used my small talk because I want to use the words joy and Noel, and then I use my all around Christmas because I wanted the word peace in there as well. So this is peace on earth. So what I just did, I just grabbed my little stamp here, and then I grabbed a piece of tape to mask it off. So what you want to do, how you do this really quick, what you want to do is just go ahead and put a piece of tape there, put ink on it. And then before you stamp on it, make sure you take this off and then stamp it, and then just the word peace will come out perfectly, okay? So anyways, we are ready. I'm going to show you how it looks. Isn't this pretty? That's the peace, and this is joy. Isn't that awesome? And these, I'm telling you, I have tons of those little. You might see a little bit of a nugget video frenzy for a while from me. Oh, I put the wrong stamps in the wrong package. That's okay. Let me grab Noel on here. So we are going to go ahead and take off Noel. Okay. And let me grab this. And just keep in mind, since your nuggets go this way, just don't accidentally stamp it this way because it's going to go sideways. Okay, so just make sure your little thing, your labels are this way, so you'll know it'll stamp perfectly in the center so it will go the correct direction, okay? All right, so let me put the cover back on that. And then I'm just going to stamp this as best as I can right in the center. Isn't that beautiful? Noel, I love that. Okay, so now let me make myself some room here. Let me grab my other little nugget there. So now it's super duper easy. All you do is just peel that right off and then just kind of line it up the best you can here. Like that. Okay. Perfecto. And then just like so. Okay. And there it goes right there. All right. So now we have all three of them here because I'm going to put it like that. Peace. Actually, you know what? I think it'll joy, peace, Noel. I don't know. Probably the way the writings are, I might put that one in the center. Okay. So anyways, that's that right there. And then here goes the base of my card. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let me grab my bone folder here. I'm just going to go ahead and just fold this card right in half. Okay. And then, but before I do anything, let me grab my little mat here. I want to do a little bit of distressing with my brand new ink. I'm so excited that it came in. This one, I'm going to show you the three colors really quickly here. These are the three colors from the new Tim Holtz seasonal. The Evergreen, I think he calls it Bow, Ice Spruce, and Festive Berries. Super duper beautiful colors. I love them. I'm so excited. I got them at Custom Crops because they're available and they are shipping. I swear I got mine in 2 days. I placed my order and I got my shipping notice I swear, like maybe 15 minutes later, and I really got it like, when did I got it 2 days later, so I think I ordered it on Friday, and it was here on Monday, or one of the two. I can't remember exactly the exact day, but I ordered it the minute I got the email saying they got these in, so I was so happy. I just happened to be next to my computer when I got it, so let me go ahead and just close this up here. And this one again I'm using is Ice Spruce. And let me I'm just going to do the inside here. You don't want to go all over the card because the pattern paper is going to be covering that up anyway. Uh-oh. Let me go get my doggies. Hold on. Okay. Angel wanted to come in. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and what I did with this, I had already put my little tool, the little toolie. So what I did, I just got my tape and, what do you call the ATG gun? Just put a little bit in the back just so it could be easier for me to handle it. Okay, just like so. And I'm just going to kind of just go over the edges with this as well. I should have done that. Like I said, I should have did that before I put the little toolie on, but it was too late. But it's okay. It's not going to hurt anything, right? This color is really pretty. I'm not sure if you could tell on camera, but it's really pretty in real life. I love it. Okay. Ready? Alright, that should do it. Okay, let me move this out of the way here. And then let me go ahead and put this on here. And I'm not sure if I want to glue it down. Yeah, you know what? I think I will just glue it down. Let me just grab my little zip dry glue here. My favorite glue in the whole world. I'm going to go ahead and use this right here. Because the reason why I love to use this glue is because it does not wrinkle my paper at all. And I love that feature about this. Just put plenty right here so I can make sure that stays down perfectly. And then if you put it, and look how perfect this matches up so evenly. I love my gypsy. Okay. Let me open this up. So I can make sure that part stays down really well. Because of the little toolie, I don't want it to lift up. So I'm going to kind of hold that. Actually, you know, I should have glued that part. Glue gunned. Used my hot glue gun for that, but that's okay. It's still going to work, right? Okay, so there we go. Let me throw the cover. Now, the trick is when you are handling the zip dry, definitely make sure you put the cover on it ASAP because it will dry out for surezies. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my ATG gun here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just put my glue on the insides. And this way I could just put my little candies right in the center like so. This is the easiest way I found to do it. Oh, okay, how did I want to do it? Let's see. Peace, joy, Noel. Joy, peace, Noel. We'll just put the peace in the middle. How about that? Okay. There goes one. Two, and then the third one right here. These super duper cute. I love this project. Okay, let me. Alrighty. Okay, there goes that. Isn't that pretty? And it looks nice and perfect. And what a perfect little treat card there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I had picked up these from Michael's. Cute little branches of just little, I don't even know what you want to call them. Little decor, little decorations. And I saw people were putting them in little wreaths. But I wanted to decorate my cards with them. I thought that would look super pretty. So I'm just going to kind of just put these off here to the side. Let me grab my glue gun. And I will be glue gunning these down for sure. I want to make sure these hold with no problem. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and just already put that one like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of probably put this. Let me see. See, these are bendable. You know what I'm saying? So when you glue it down, it'll still, you know, move at the top the way you want them to move. Oops. But let me just glue. I do want two of these on here for sure. Let me glue the second one down on here really quick. Alright, and then, you know what, I kind of messed up those other ones, but I can use those for something else. But you know what, I think, remember I separated them? I think I better leave them together better. Alright, let me cut just another one off of here. There we go. Okay. I'll put that right there in the center. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and do the trimming, you know, trimming right there at the bottom, so it won't look like, you know, I have to make it blend in. Okay, so anyways, this is my card for today. And before I go, I want to quickly show you another example. I'm pretty sure you saw my little So Grateful For You nuggets I had made last week for my mailman. For my mail, the post office staff actually. And then this is going to look so cute, but I'm not going to finish it on camera because I'm pressed for time here. But I will do the trimming of the little toolie, and you'll see pictures of it at the end of the video. And if for some reason I don't put them there, you can see them on my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com. Okay, so this is almost what it's going to look like, but I'm going to kind of work with this and make it look prettier. But I think it looks pretty already. So I'm going to show you the other one we made here. This is the one we made for my class. I had a little scrapbooking, literally it was a last minute scrapbooking class because I was so super busy last week. And I decided to do one at the last minute. I needed it, and it was so nice to do something with crafting with my friends that had nothing to do with my blog. But I wanted to share with you what we made. Isn't this cute? This is similar. We used the same card sizes and everything that I did with those So Grateful For You. But what I did was I used my Build-A-Banner, one of the little dies for that, and I used some little hollies that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And then for this, I made sure that I had printed on my labels again using that vintage damask. It's like a cream color. I'm not sure if you could tell, but I didn't want this so white. It's the same thing as this little background, but it was for that is I printed them on my labels. And then I used this is the Limitless labels from Paper Tray Ink. And what I did was I just used this one right here. This is the stamp. I stamped on there. And then I got my little tree from my Any Day Bingo and crossword stamp set. But didn't this turn out pretty? And this paper here is from K & Company. Okay, so that was the first project we did. Second project we did was the super duper cute project that Miss Katie had made for us to do. Isn't this pretty? She used that, the latte, I can't remember cartridge she used for this, of course. And then she used, this is my Mixed Holiday Sentiment stamp set, Warm Holiday Wishes. And then when you open it, what I did mine where you could, you know, have it standing up. Usually they're like this, but you could do it this way as well. So what I did was I put my tag that way and I put to, and then I could put the person's name and then from, and then there goes your gift card right there. Isn't that super duper cute? I love that one. And then we did this cute little takeout box. I found these takeout boxes at Michael's. Let me zoom out so you can see this. Okay. Isn't this pretty? Super duper cute, and I made it where you could still, you know, like put it down and open up your box. I thought this was a cute little present where you could give to your neighbors or even your mailman, your mail lady. How cute would this be in their mailbox waiting for them? Just make a cute little gift tag. What we did, we used my favorite boa, and I got some little felt that was like a snake skin felt, and I cut the little squares out in using my E2 and threw it all together. Okay, so that was our third project. And then our last project was, this was a project that Miss Liz had bought for us to do. Isn't this pretty? Oh my god, this was such a beautiful project. I had the best time making this. And these are roof tins. Okay, they're 5x7 roof tins. All the paper she used, like the background paper was from one of the Imagine cartridges. We used my extra large label die along with my Camera Shy stamp set, and then we used the one sentiment that says Simply Beautiful. And this here is just a little magnet, and what you do is you put your picture in here, you just kind of tuck it underneath there, and the magnet is what holds it on there. So this way you could switch out the pictures as many times as you want. Isn't this super duper pretty? I'm so excited. So anyways, I wanted to say thank you to the ladies who helped me out and for coming to my last minute class. I needed this to be, you know, be with everybody and just craft and have a good time. So anyways, everybody, I will finish up this card for you and you will see how pretty it looks at the end of the video or on my blog. Like I said, if you don't see it at the end of the video, go to my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com. And I will see you back here very soon for another super duper cute project. Okay, everybody? Have a great day. Bye-bye.